Good morning, my name is Vinicius Stephen and I am a student at the University of Guyana. I am currently conducting a survey as part of a group assignment on curriculum change and innovation in social studies. The purpose of this interview is to gather your views on the social studies curriculum, including content, the teaching methods, the assessment practices, and also the relevance of the student's life. Do I have your permission to proceed? Yes. So which grade do you teach? I am teaching nursery. And how many years of experience do you have? 5 years. So we're going to go to the curriculum content. What changes have you observed in the social studies curriculum? The curriculum is now more activity based and focuses more on a child's environment. So how relevant do you find the new content? The content is very relevant because children easily relate to it. Okay, are the teaching strategies appropriate? If yes, please explain. Yes, the strategies are appropriate because they involve play, they involve songs, they involve interaction, which helps the young children learn better. Okay, so how do you feel about the new method? Well, for me, the new methods are good, but sometimes it is difficult to keep records of students' progress. Okay, so what timing or what trainings have you received for implementing the curriculum? Well, there was a workshop I had at my school based on the curriculum, so that was the training I received. Okay, so do you feel adequately prepared? If so, why or why not? Okay, I feel somewhat prepared, but I need more practice and guidance. Okay, so have you observed any resistance to the changes? Yes, I have observed a little resistance among some of the older teachers. Okay, so what are the reasons for the resistance, or what do you think are the reasons for the resistance? Well, the resistance is mainly due to fear of change and the lack of training. Okay, what support do you think the teachers need? Well, I think the teachers need more teaching materials and also training workshops so they will understand better. Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning, my name is Vinicius Stephen and I am a student at the University of Guyana. I am currently conducting a survey as part of a group assignment on curriculum change and innovation in social studies. The purpose of this interview is to gather your views on the social studies curriculum, including content, teaching methods, assessment practices, and its relevance to students' life. Do I have your permission to proceed?
Yes,
Which grade do you teach?
grade 1.
And how many years of teaching experience do you have?
8 years.
Okay, so let's look at the content. What changes have you observed in the social studies curriculum?
The change that I see in the curriculum is the lessons are now more student centered and include more group works and real life situation.
How relevant do you find the new content?
Is highly relevant. It prepares students for real life.
Are the teaching strategies appropriate? If yes, please explain.
Yes, the strategies are appropriate because group works allow them to learn from each other.
How do you feel about the new method?
The new method are effective, but they require more time to complete.
Okay, so what training have you received for implementing the curriculum?
Attend a seminar and participate in a staff meeting.
Do you feel adequately prepared? Why or why not?
I do not feel fully prepared because the training was limited.
Have you observed any resistance to the changes?
Yes, some teachers resist the change, especially the new assessment strategy.
Okay, so what are the reasons for resistance?
The reason include lack of training, increased workload, and comfort with old teaching methods.
Okay, what support do you think teachers need?
Teachers need clear guidelines for assessment and more professional development.
Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Vinicius Stephen and I am a student at the University of Guyana. I am currently conducting a survey as part of a group assignment on curriculum change and innovation in social studies. The purpose of this interview is to gather your views on the social studies curriculum, including the content, the teaching methods, the assessment practices, and its relevance to students' lives. Do I have your permission to proceed? Yes. Okay, so which grade do you teach? I am teaching grade 2. And how many years of teaching experience do you have? 10 years. Okay, so let's look at the curriculum content. What change have you observed in the social studies curriculum? The curriculum now includes modern topics such as environment and community, and there is more continuous assessment. Nice. So, how relevant do you find the new content? The content is very relevant to current issues in Guyana and helps students understand their society. Are the teaching strategies appropriate? If yes, please explain. Yes, the strategies are appropriate because they encourage critical thinking with the teachers. But the teachers, they need proper training to use them effectively. How do you feel about the new method? Well, to me, the new methods are useful for tracking students' progress, but more guidance is needed for that. Okay, so what training have you received for implementing the curriculum? Well, I attended workshop and some online trainings. Alright? Okay. So how do you feel adequately prepared? Why or why not? I feel mostly prepared, but additional resources would help too. Have you observed any resistance to the changes? Yes, there is not much resistance, but some teachers find the workload challenging. What are the reasons for resistance? Well, to me, the reason for resistance is lack of resources and increased workload. Okay, so what support do you think teachers need? To me, teachers need access to resources, to technology, and also continuous training for this. Okay, thank you very much for your cooperation and taking your time to do this for me.